Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason Rice, and I am the Director of Development for Team Fox. And I want to thank everyone for joining us today for our Team Fox 100 Days, 100 Ways to Speedy Cure Fall webinar. We're very excited. We're looking at the list of people attending. We see a lot of new names as well as a lot of returning Team Fox members. So just to give everybody a quick overview of what to anticipate today, we're going to be spending a little bit of time just talking about who the Michael J. Fox Foundation is, who Team Fox is, and of course we're going to be then spending a lot more time towards the end talking about the 100 Days, 100 Ways campaign, which we were really excited to launch last week and is already off to a great start. And some of the other Team Fox staff are going to be telling you a little bit more about how to get involved with that campaign. Joining me today, we have Stephanie Paddock, who is the Senior Associate Director for Team Fox, and it works with our athletics program. And then we also have Liz Deemer, who is our Team Fox Officer, and she works with a lot of our Create Your Own events. So to get started, I think it's good just to kind of give a general overview of who the Michael J. Fox Foundation is. We are the world's largest nonprofit funder of PD research, and our mission is to accelerate the development of improved therapies and ultimately to find a cure for people living with Parkinson's disease today. The foundation started back in 2000 by the actor Michael J. Fox, which I think everybody kind of knows at this point. But to date, I think it's important to kind of put out a few numbers so everybody realizes what sort of impact the organization has had over these last 14 years. So far, over $450 million in research has been funded to date. Last year alone, 71 million research grants were funded. So we're really proud of these numbers, and we're working hard this year as well, too. One thing that's not on this list that we also want to mention is that the foundation has no endowment. So whatever is raised in this year is going to be spent on research within just sometimes a few short months. So it's really important for us to do as much as we can right now to have an impact on current research opportunities. We actually have about 450 active grants in our current portfolio, but some years we get close to 1,000 different applications for grants. So we want to be able to try to support as many of those as possible, and that's why we're going to be talking to you today about what you can do to help us raise funds and awareness for the foundation. So let's talk a little bit about Team Fox. Team Fox is the grassroots community fundraising program for the Michael J. Fox Foundation. The program started back in 2006, and we already had a lot of our Team Fox members doing fundraising events back then. So the program, set up an organized initiative to be able to invite people to come out and participate however they want, whatever their passions were to fundraise. We wanted to give them a place, a home to be able to do that, and as well as the tools and resources to make sure that they were successful. To date, we currently have an estimated 1,600 Team Fox members that are annually participating with us, doing fundraising events across the country, as well as in Canada and roughly 20 other countries. And to date, we've raised over $27 million for the organization. So we're really proud of all of our Team Fox members out there who are, working hard for us every year to raise these funds. And we want to do as much as we can to help support them, but also showcase their efforts and their interesting events and their unique talents. Team Fox members can participate in a number of different ways. They can create their own events. They can participate in existing events that might be happening in their area, or they can join one of our sponsored athletic programs. So today we're going to talk to you a little bit more about why we wanted to start this campaign called 100 Days, 100 Ways. And one of the big initiatives this year that we've been promoting that we feel like, now that we're getting down to the last 100 days of the year, or even less than that at this point, is the fact that because of a generous donation that came in at the beginning of the year from an anonymous donor, 100% of Team Fox proceeds will now go directly towards research efforts to help speed a cure for Parkinson's disease. So this is really important not only for our Team Fox members, but to put out to our Team Fox donors as well, too, all those folks in your communities who are supporting your initiatives. We want to make sure they understand that their donor dollars are going a lot further this year. So because of that, that's one of the reasons why we developed the 100 Days, 100 Ways campaign.
So what is 100 Days, 100 Ways? As Jason mentioned, my name is Stephanie Paddock, and I'm excited to be on this call and webinar with you all. Last Tuesday, September 23rd, marked 100 days until the end of the year, and we decided that we wanted to give current Team Fox members that are already doing amazing things in their communities, as well as new people that want to join us and help speed a cure in the end of the year, a way to inspire you and give different ideas, different suggestions on how you can get involved in your community this 100 last days of 2014. One way that you can get out there is to get moving. There are tons of different opportunities coming up this fall and winter to fundraise through a local 5K. There are numerous turkey trots and jingle bell jogs, as well as just local regular 5Ks, 10Ks, you name it, and I'm sure that there's one or more in your community, in your neighborhood, coming up before the end of the year. A fun thing that a lot of people like to do as a fundraising trick is also to say that they're going to dress up in a crazy costume as a fundraising incentive if they hit a certain fundraising goal. So get creative. There are plenty of different races that you can join, or if you are ambitious and want to host a 5K Foxtrot in your community, we're here to support you along the way. Really, it's a matter of gathering your friends, family, and your community, securing a location and date, creating an online registration platform, and then really getting your community involved, getting a committee together, and also working with Team Fox staff and mentors who are here to help you along the way. We've seen numerous Team Fox members put together, as you can see, a Foxtrot 5K and another event called Jim's Jog that have been successful events, anywhere from 100 to 500 participants, and they're really fun and exciting ways to get your community together and really raise awareness and funds. You can also decide to pledge to get moving in 2015. While it's not necessarily before the end of the year, you can sign up now to be a part of a 2015 event. Team Fox is part of a lot of different sponsored athletic events throughout the year. Some that are coming up in the beginning of 2015 include the Rock and Roll USA Marathon and Half Marathon, which is in Washington, D.C., or the TD Bank 5-Borough Bike Tour, which is in New York City. These events, Team Fox can provide you with a spot in these events and with fundraising help along the way as well. A lot of these events are already up on our website, and you can submit interest to be a part of these events in 2015. Along with those events, you can also pick your own 10K, marathon, triathlon, ultra, whatever you find in your community that you're interested in participating in. You can sign up for those today, create a Team Fox page, and start training for a 2015 event. For the Ultra Adventurer, we have a 2015 Kilimanjaro trip that's also being held. I was lucky enough to be part of the 2012 trip, and it's really an incredible journey to the world's tallest freestanding peak. So there's a lot of information on our website regarding all of these upcoming events. And again, staff and mentors are here to help you along the way as well. Another way that you can get moving starting October 3rd is using the Charity Miles app as part of our Miles for a Cure Race to 50K initiative. As many of you may know, Charity Miles is a free app that you can download on your smartphone that tracks your mileage as you walk, run, hike, or bike, and you earn 10 cents for every mile biked and 25 cents for every mile walked, hiked, or run. As part of the Miles for a Cure initiative, though, Medtronic is also sponsoring every mile that is walked, hiked, run, or bike, and also including an additional dollar up to $50,000. Your walk or run can be as little as 0.1 miles, And the app is really user-friendly for you to start and stop it. If you are walking to the bank or the grocery store, turn it on. It will track how much you've walked, and every mile adds up to this 50K goal. Make sure that you're sharing with your friends and family as well on social networks. We have a landing page on the michaeljfox.org website. It's michaeljfox.org/milesforacure, and we're also encouraging people to use the hashtag milesforacure14 when you are posting about your charity miles online.
Alrighty, thank you, Stephanie. So my name is Liz Deemer. Guys, it's really exciting to have you on board here today. I work with our Create Your Own Event program here at Team Fox, which is the counterpart to the Sponsored Athletics program. As Jason mentioned, Team Fox was founded upon this idea that these individuals were coming to the foundation just really jazzed up and wanting to play a part in speeding a cure for Parkinson's. And while some of them were willing to run 26.2 miles for a marathon, there were people like me who were not going to be doing that and had interest in doing other things, and whether it was a passion for pancakes and hosting a pancake breakfast, which is one of our signature events, or whether it was having some sort of bake sale at their school. We've had lots of kids who have done that. I think the beauty of this program is that there's so many individuals who are turning their passions into opportunities to raise awareness and funds in their community. So in addition to this Sponsored Athletics portion and this Get Moving portion, one really great piece of this 100 Days, 100 Ways campaign really showcases all of these other ways that people are getting involved and showcasing all of the very easy things that they're actually doing in their day-to-day lives to help raise awareness in their communities. So these next few slides are kind of going to speak to those opportunities. I think the fall is a perfect time to jump in, and people get excited about the cooler weather setting in. They're getting outside, they're going apple picking, they're pumpkin carving, they're having people over for dinner and kind of making the most of that sense of community. And so this is a really great time to kind of jump on board and excite people to think about doing so in support of the Fox Foundation. So here are a few different ways that we wanted to throw out some suggestions to you all. As I mentioned, I think there's lots to be inspired by this season. Like I said, flag football games are popular. We've got people doing all sorts of things around, the fall foliage, and so finding things that you love to do in your community and gathering neighbors or friends or family and having them come together to kind of celebrate those really fun activities you love, but also incorporating a bit of a fundraising element is very, very easy. Another thing too is, obviously the holidays are coming up and people are starting to feel very generous and thinking towards causes and different types of programs that mean a lot to them. Many of you on this call hopefully have that same sort of inkling for Parkinson's research. That's why we're all here. And so it's a good time to remind people that this is a time to support the Fox Foundation's efforts to speed a cure. So think towards all of those really great traditions that you and your family or your friends have every year. Maybe your school has an annual holiday bazaar where maybe you could talk to the principal and have them donate a portion of proceeds back to the Fox Foundation. There's lots of ways to incorporate fundraising into these activities that you're already taking a part of, which is great. So thinking through, like I said, finding ways to take all of those traditions that you're already taking part of and incorporating a bit of a fundraising element. The last thing also is that, as I mentioned, this Fox community is so creative and they're doing such wonderful things. I've included some photos here. On the bottom left is a Team Fox member by the name of Amy Dennison. She is a crafty woman and she loves to make aprons from scratch. She makes them for friends, she makes them for families, and she recognized an opportunity to incorporate a little bit of a fundraising element. So she has been making these fantastic aprons, which she is showcasing here for various holidays. People make a donation, and to date she's raised close to $1,000 through this, which is fantastic, even higher than that. So thinking through ways that you have hobbies, you've got passions, how can you incorporate that? The bottom right is actually one of our Team Fox mentors. She was a staff member here at the Fox Foundation for a number of years, and she has a passion for yoga, like many of us do. And so she gathered some friends and who were already going to class together regularly and decided that she would have the instructor provide a pro bono class, and instead of paying for admission to the class, everyone would make a donation, which would then go back to the Fox Foundation. It's as easy as that, right? Having a conversation with somebody that you see regularly and gathering some friends and hosting an event. The top photo here, which is actually one of my favorites, comes from a very large and wonderful event up in Canada called Pedaling for Parkinson's Research. This is a family who is dedicated to this cause. Each year they gather families and friends to have bike teams, and they have an indoor pedaling competition. It's obviously friendly, but as you'll see here, there's a bit of a fun creative element. There's costumes involved, there are themes, there are some incredible photos that come our way every year. And so thinking through ways to, kind of capitalize on that fun element of Halloween or Thanksgiving or whatever holidays are coming up, and incorporating both activities that you love to do and the season, and getting inspired by all of that. This is a great time to do that. The other thing, too, is I should also mention that there's a huge network of Team Fox members who are already hosting events like these in your community. So if the idea of setting up a large-scale bike-a-thon is a little bit intimidating to the start, that is totally fine. We have a fantastic online map and calendar with all of the events that are coming up through the end of the year, and that calendar is actually already being filled up for next year as well. So we encourage you to swing on over to the Michael J. Fox website and take a look through our calendar, which you can find at it's an MJFF in your area feature. So you can go ahead and search our website for that, type in your zip code, see what's coming up in your area, and connect with a Team Fox member that's close by. Learn a bit more about what inspired them to get started, and maybe next year you can join the team and host an event of your own. The next thing I'll mention, too, is that, while hosting an event is really great and it's a really exciting way to kind of jump right in, there's also lots of smaller ways to get started. There's less than 100 days left in this year, but there's still tons of opportunities to raise funds and awareness. And whether it's through something small like speaking with your company and organizing a dress down day at work where people make a small donation to wear jeans instead of business casual, and then you incorporate a bit of a lesson learned there where you have a brown bag lunch with some of your friends and give them a bit of an overview about what the Fox Foundation is, what Team Fox members are doing, and how they can get involved to speed a cure. That's a great way to kind of bring the community together to, have a little bit of fun, raise a little bit of money, and make sure that they walk away with some really great information about how to get involved next. We also have developed a really great online holiday appeal card. So if you're sending out end of the year cards to friends and family, wishing them well through the end of the year, you might want to consider including a little bit of a holiday card insert into that card, letting them know that you have a Team Fox page, you're raising money in support of the Fox Foundation, in support of Parkinson's research, and that if they would be willing to consider making a contribution towards your efforts, that would be greatly appreciated. It's as easy as that, and like I said, we've got a great printout online on our 100 Days, 100 Ways campaign that you can just go ahead and download, print out, and then include in your card. So we encourage you to swing on over and consider doing that. Lastly, we've got lots of Team Fox members who recognize that instead of asking for gifts at the end of the year for birthdays or various celebrations, there's an opportunity for them to give back those contributions towards a cause that they care about. So, with the holidays coming up, whether it be Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you're celebrating, there's a chance for you to, raise awareness and inspire others by saying, instead of not having gifts come to me this year, let's inspire others and make another step towards a cure for Parkinson's. We've got lots of Team Fox members who are young and getting bat mitzvahed and bar mitzvahed, and that's a really great opportunity as well. One individual this past summer has raised over $35,000 by having his friends and family make donations in lieu of gifts for his bar mitzvah. So we're grateful for those efforts and encourage you to think about other opportunities, whether it's anniversaries or birthdays or whatever else might be coming up in your life. That's an opportunity to include that. And lastly, we just want to make sure that you guys are also sharing with us what you're doing. Part of this campaign is allowing us to showcase all of these great efforts that you're taking part in, the events that you're hosting, the ways in which you're raising awareness on a day-to-day basis. And if you swing on over to our 100 Days, 100 Ways campaign site, you'll see these photos being curated on a daily basis. And we hope that in addition to inspiring you to get involved, it also shows you how large and incredible this community is, the creative ways that each day they're getting out there and they're raising awareness and they're spreading the word and they're inspiring others to get involved. So make sure that you share all of your photos with us using the hashtag TF100Days, and we hope that we'll have a chance to share those photos with the rest of our community on our website. So with that said, here are just a few next steps for you all to consider. As I said, first of all, joining the team, whether you're new to Team Fox or you're already an existing member kind of looking for how to, make the most of these last 100 days. Maybe you've held an event already this year and are just looking for some smaller things you can do. Visit our website, get inspired, see what resources are available to you, whether it's our Team Fox fundraising platform or our mentor network full of individuals who have been a part of this program for years and have been, mentors to other members and an inspiration for others to get involved. We're all here to support you and answer questions and hopefully provide you with the resources that are going to get you towards that fundraising goal that you might set, whether it be large for a large event or small because you just want to get started initially. Those are all exciting things for us to be a part of and help kind of, cheer you on along the way. As I mentioned, opportunities to get moving and to join in and to inspire others. This is what this campaign is really about. So whether you're an athlete, a sponsored athlete, you just enjoy getting out there and being active, whether it be biking or hiking or cycling or swimming, find a way to think through incorporating some sort of fundraising into those day-to-day activities you have. We encourage you to, like I said, visit our website, see what other Team Fox members in your area are doing, go out, support them at their events. Connect with one another, get to learn each other's stories and hear about ways that you might be able to kind of, stay in touch moving forward. This network is an incredibly dedicated and passionate one. Our members just love to connect with one another. So we encourage you, if you're looking for a first step, to get involved, to reach out to another Team Fox member in your area, and I'm sure you'll find that that was a good first step for you. And again, inspire others. This doesn't have to be you by yourself hosting an event. You've got friends, you've got family. You might have, if you're in school, you might have a dorm full of fellow classmates. You want to get involved and do something together, whether you get a 5K team together for an upcoming race in your area, or you want to host a Pancakes for Parkinson's event in your dorm. There's lots of opportunities to host something as a team, so don't feel as though this all has to fall onto your shoulders. And again, our staff and our mentor network is here to coach you through those things. And lastly, part of this whole process is to make sure that you get the word out, right? So make sure that you're reaching out to friends and family via email, you're sending save the dates, you're posting online via social, you're sharing with us what you're doing so we can go ahead and promote it to our communities as well. And we want to make sure that you're sharing all of those efforts with us using our Team Fox hashtag right down there, so we can share everything that you're doing on our campaign page. Almost all of the images you've seen through this presentation today have been given to us directly through this campaign over the past week, which is exciting. So you'll see the ways in which we're able to, turn those things around and inspire others to get involved. So, oops, let me move this next slide over. So again, before you guys get started, we just want to say thank you. There's lots of more information on our campaign page, which can be found at www.teamfox.org/100days. There should be a little resource link in the console on the right-hand side of your screen that'll link directly to that web page if you need more information. And we'll make sure to send out the link directly to those pages in the follow-up email that will also include these slides. So you'll be able to have all of these slides and resources on hand moving forward if you have any other questions. But again, just wanted to emphasize on behalf of the team that we are so grateful to be a part of this community and to have you all making positive strides towards being ambassadors for this program and for the work of the Fox Foundation in your communities. So thank you. Whether you do something small or you want to jump right in and host a big event, every little contribution makes a difference. So we're grateful to have you as part of this team. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and open this up for questions if you have any. I've seen a few of them coming in already, which is fantastic, and we want to make sure that you know that we have some time here to answer those questions that you have. So please go ahead and send those our way. There should be a message block within the screen here, and we'll go ahead and answer some of those publicly. So give us a second while we scroll on through, and let's see what we can do here.
So the first question here is, what percentage of donations go to the mission? We had a slide a little bit earlier that addressed this. This year, because of a generous anonymous donation, 100% of the proceeds that are coming through Team Fox fundraisers and sent to the Fox Foundation are going towards research. So this was really exciting for us to be able to offer this opportunity. However, we do have people who want to make just a straight donation to the organization as well too. And in those cases, if it's not Team Fox related, 89 cents of every dollar that is donated is going back to research. So just wanted to clear that up. A lot of that information is also on our website. We're very proud of those margins. So if people ask that question, and they want to see more information on that, they can go directly to michaeljfox.org to see that.
Great, thanks, Jason. There was another question that came in regarding additional fundraising ideas, and I just wanted to let you know that there's a lot of great resources on our website with those fundraising ideas. We wanted to keep this presentation a little bit more of an overview of the campaign, but again, this community has been fundraising for many years, and we've acquired some of the really most creative but both easy and also complicated different types of events that you can host. So I encourage you to swing on by our website. There's lots of different PDFs on there that we're happy to provide for you. And whether it's seasonal fundraising for the fall or for the winter around holidays, or you just have questions around what types of events to host in general, we're happy to provide more information. So I'll be sure to include some links in the follow-up emails in case you're looking for a longer list of different types of ideas. But again, things like office holiday parties, if you're interested, are always a good thing. It's a great way to get your office involved or your company involved. If your friends and family host annual holiday events, that's also another opportunity to loop family in. So we would encourage you to kind of keep thinking of those ideas. We have another question here about this individual asked, he said, I've heard of people working with local restaurants to share profits from a certain day or evening with Team Fox. Do you have any suggestions around how to approach this sort of fundraising?
I can hop on this one. I think this is a great opportunity, especially if you have a connection with a local restaurant or a bar. A lot of Team Fox members who will typically start off by going in and talking to the owners, letting them know that they are planning on doing a Team Fox event, that they're a fundraiser for us. We can provide you with a letter that states the fact if they want to see some sort of backup to that. But typically in these sort of scenarios, you want to be able to offer something as well to the restaurant. So what they're usually looking for is if you can bring new people to see the restaurant, to come in maybe even on a night that's typically slower for them, a Sunday night, a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Those nights tend to be a little bit slower, and they're always looking to get extra people to come in. So if you can, promise them or give them an estimate as, whether it's 20 or 30 additional people who are going to come in that night, that you're going to be promoting this event to your network of friends, that will be highlighted on our Team Fox page once you register, that might be enough for them to really, consider putting something together. As far as what the restaurant could potentially do, sometimes it's just a flat portion of proceeds. Maybe it's anywhere from 10% to 30% we've seen. They can also do a special meal, or sometimes if it's a bar, they'll do a special drink, a signature drink, where all the proceeds from that meal or drink go back to the foundation. If it's a bar, sometimes they get creative with doing guest bartending events. So there's just a lot of different things too. Sometimes if the bar will actually just host a party, if there's a back room where you can actually just have an out-and-out fundraising event there. So there's a lot of different opportunities, but a lot of it is sort of a little bit of a give and take. If you can go in prepared with saying we're willing to introduce your establishment to a lot of new potential patrons, that's a good starting place to have that conversation.
Great. Thanks, Jason. We also have another question came in saying, in planning our event, do we need to partner with the Michael J. Fox Foundation first, or can we just make a donation? Stephanie's going to take this one.
Yeah. While we do receive donations that come in throughout the year from a family hosted a golf event and raised money there, or somebody had a bake sale at a school and sent in a donation, that is completely fine. However, we really do encourage you to use the Team Fox program and the Team Fox fundraising platform. We are able to give you materials to brand your event. We can send you banners and postcards, include your event on our website, and really give you the added support to make it a more successful event. The online fundraising page is extremely easy to use. People do use that as a platform to get credit card donations online, Or, if it's still an event where donations are going to be collected the day of the event, you can most certainly still send in a check, and that'll just go towards your Team Fox fundraising efforts. As Jason mentioned earlier, 100% of all the proceeds that come in through Team Fox fundraising events this year go directly to research, and so it's really great opportunity to use the Team Fox name, the Team Fox brand, and have your event fundraise for the foundation that way.
Great, thank you, Stephanie. Does anybody else have any other questions? It can be as specific about a certain type of event, or if you've fundraised in the past, if anyone has any other suggestions, we're happy to read them. Okay, all right, well, it looks like we're going to wrap up then. So again, just wanted to emphasize, thank you so much for joining in. It's crazy to think that it's already October just around the corner, and while many of us are, gearing up for a busy fall, especially here in the office, we've got lots of events coming up. It's actually one of our busiest seasons. I think that speaks to the fact that, people are still excited to do what they can through the end of the year, whether they host an event or they just want to, find ways to gather people and learning more about the foundation and ways to get involved. This is the best time to get involved. So we hope that you found this webinar to be helpful and a little bit inspiring. Like I said, please make sure to swing by our campaign page at www.teamfox.org/100 days. And we're excited to be showcasing all the photos that you send in, and hope that you join in and help us speed a cure through the end of the year. So thank you all so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.